me start the recording of this. I'm so impressed with what gets done. You guys are just amazing. And so let's go ahead and run through here quickly, and then we'll go ahead and have a chance to talk about a few more things. So on our approval list, we've got Tristan with the ASL finger spelling, and hopefully you guys all got the little message. I think I posted it. I don't remember where I posted it, but we do have a little process. Oops, I put the wrong link in there. I have to put.
Hey, Randy,
Yeah.
you're not showing your
Oh,
your
darn it! I have
screen.
my.
Yeah,
I have.
yeah. So I
Sorry.
know you're going down the list. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. I
Okay, there
have.
we go. Okay.
I was sharing my screen in Google Meet, so it's like I always do that. I get out of one and get into another, and I forget to swap my screen sharing over.
Here we go.
Okay, so but hopefully you got the little thing about the approval test that we're running, and we're running it kind of two different threads. We're running one that's checking Tristan's ASL finger spelling, and we're checking that against Nick's AI that reads images. So if you can look at that and just do something this week if you can, that would be cool. Okay.
So Randy,
Yeah.
before you go on,
Yeah.
did you ever get any feedback on like double characters and stuff like that?
Yes. What you did is actually correct. All they do, which we won't do for right now, but we will as we get more, is they actually just wobble the hand back and forth a little bit. They leave it up and they just move the hand a little bit. And
Okay.
and so that's kind of interesting. But I don't want to make that change until we've gotten some more, unless you feel like it. So I don't have it on the action item list yet. So Jessica did, and let's see, I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear this. Start screaming, share. You guys got to see this. This is so fun. And hopefully you can hear it.
The way we think of and practice business and education has abruptly changed. In a world increasingly dependent on virtual calls and webinars, how do we keep pace? How can hands-on learners thrive in a touchless environment? How can a business present a product when the product cannot be passed around the table? The Library Viewer is a solution to the disparity that exists for kinesthetic experience in a socially distant education and business environment. It is a three-dimensional object exploration simulator utilizing the Unity real-time development platform. With the Viewer, your hands-on learners can physically manipulate objects to grasp concepts in the way most natural to them, and it provides the students an equal opportunity to learn. Likewise, potential investors can explore your product without you having to waste valuable resources to produce and mail a small number of prototypes to wherever your audience may be seated behind their screens. While other 3D viewers exist, they're typically designed with the experienced 3D modeler in mind, adept with a library of memorized hotkeys for the overwhelming possible commands that are ultimately unnecessary for the average user. So, the Design Hub interns work together to create an easy-to-use solution. The Library Viewer is the product of our efforts. It is characterized by a user-intuitive interface and an emphasis in stimulating socially distant visual and kinesthetic learning, teaching, and presentation. Don't yet have a model of your own to import? Design Hub provides optional supplementary and support services in 3D scanning, modeling, rigging, animating, printing, and painting. Demonstration of the Library Viewer is hosted on the Design Hub website to showcase a library of deliverables completed by Design Hub as examples of our products and services. Contact us today for more information about what we can do to help you and your audience succeed. Thank you.
That was
capturing my audio. There we go. So that's a cool thing. If I'm going to record this, I have to have both audios on. Shadiha, who's not on, did do the Eagle Claw. Tristan, are you able to package that and put it on the WebGL on the Power server?
Yes, and I will move it over to the newest version of the library viewer as well.
Okay,
She had already packaged up the object and all that stuff. I just need to export the package and import into the newer version.
Okay, cool. And so what our plan is with Shadiha is she's going to make 2 or 3 more in just this very same manner and method. And when she feels comfortable that she can really do that without your help at all, then she's going to go to the next step and say, okay, well, what do I do next? How do I package it up for, how do I package it to publish it? But for this week, for sure, she's going to be working on a series of these that you can see down here. And folks, it took me about an hour to find all these things because not everybody in the past saved their work where we could find it. And there were 2 things that I really, really, really wanted that all I could find was the quality blog with no links to the actual files. And this was from about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. But that's those transmittals and having the files links are so important. But you can see we've got, I think she's going to continue working on animal stuff. And Tristan, I don't remember if you remember these horses. But then there's jaws of a beaver, I think, and a nasal cavity that we scanned and all sorts of stuff. And then we've got a couple of action figures that we'll want to just verify with Erica. She left those in our file system, so I'm going to guess that we're okay to use them. But we'll want to check with Erica that we can use these ones before we publish them. Okay? Once we've got those, then we've got a whole bunch of the stuff for the museum. And the goal to me is that we get like 2 or 3 of the multi-view museum ones, one with jet fighters, one with headstones, one with action figures, and one with stuff for biology. Then we've really got something to show off and look at the usefulness of. Okay, so that's all going well. Is Rokai on with us right now? I can't see. He's not. Rokai has been going to town. Veronica, I'm not positive that you're getting his transmittals. I am, and so
I am getting his blogs, and he is submitting things.
Okay.
Through the course.
Okay.
So that's great.
Okay, so
yeah.
that's good because I've been getting them and in my email, and I just want to make sure that they're also getting to you.
They are in the course.
Okay,
yes.
good. And he's also moving a little bit faster than I'm ready for, but that's cool. So if we I should have had Revit open. But this one's really cool. And so Tristan, this is another one that if you're able to, if you go to this model and import it into our survey one, I'd like to be able to do survey on this site also. Okay, it's got a lot of interesting features to it that we can really look at survey for. And I've got a simple topography only version, number 1. I've got one that has just the building, which is number 2. And number 3 has the deck and the stairway around it. And currently for this week, he's going to do the driveway. And so
Okay.
I would think if it's at all possible, I'm not positive, I'd want all 4 of those different versions available, because you know how I kind of stepped people through it last semester where we started out with a really simple one. I'd want something like that where we can either select from a spreadsheet or whatever which one, or if it's selectable which one we load in some fashion. But there's going to be 4 that have this basic site to it.
Okay. For those, does it have a fence around it?
No. So I can.
Otherwise, the person could just fall off the map.
Okay, I'll go back in and ask him to put the fence around each one. So let me just put it on here.
And we don't care about the lines that you made before.
Correct. I'm just
That was just something that was done before, but not now.
right. Yes. And I probably need to give you one set of dimensions. I think 1 unit equals 1 foot, but I'm not positive. So I'll have to I'll have Rokai do that for you. He can put the fence around it, and he'll give you like 1 dimensioned drawing, or make a block that's 3 feet by 3 feet, essentially 1 meter that you can work with.
Yeah, I just need a known size so
Yep.
I can get the skill factor in.
Yep. Okay. So again, just excellent work getting everything done. And Adrian has one that's essentially done, but I added something onto it, Adrian. Sorry about that. We'll go over that in just a second. Because I once I saw it, I go, okay, I need one more cool thing on it. So what you did should be up there, but I added this on. And so Tristan, you should know the milling machine, and I see that you just gave me another update on that. I'm
Yeah, that just had the minor change to it
Okay.
that you asked before.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, got it. With changing the speed of the rotation. Okay. I'll be doing a seminar tomorrow afternoon with the they call it the Shop Talk group. It's the regional high school shop teachers, and I sent this out to the guy who's in charge of it, and he goes, "Okay, you're on next week," and so they love it, and I think it's gonna really be a useful tool for them. And the goal of tomorrow's meeting is to really find out if they need anything else. And I'm sure they're going to ask for other stuff, and we'll sort of prioritize it, because I know the first thing they're going to do is ask for 3D. And I think I have a thing to talk to them about on that, which would be to flip the part. And I'm not positive if which is going to be easier, to flip the part or make it 3D, but we'll talk about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they're pretty much the same, but the only issue I can see is the performance of the computer
Right.
trying to render it, because even though I'm breaking down into smaller parts, one block, once you voxelize it in 3D, becomes 8 blocks.
Yep.
And each one of those 8 blocks become another 8 blocks.
Yep. No, I totally get that. And it could be that by reducing the size of the mill that's available, we can do some work. But I'm going to kind of move them away from that and actually see if we can do a drill function and a tap. So I've got some other things where we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But this is a really cool thing. ASL, we're on hold with. So Adrian gave us, so we've got this really cool site that's going on now. This is so cool. And we've
And
got,
so
this is the old one though, isn't it?
right, I'll probably take that documentation tab off, or could just link it back to the student resources.
Right.
And
Um,
so on this page, that's where you were thinking of the badger, like earn a badge for every step.
well, yeah. Yeah, so this is where, although I'm not positive where we actually want to put it, but can you show the presentation
Yeah.
that you did for the, let me turn mine off. If you could show yours.
Hopefully it works this time. Let's see
Yep.
how
Yep.
you can see it.
Yep.
All right, cool. And then I did fix the issue real quick of clicking a link and having it, now it opens on the same page instead of
Gotcha.
opening a new
Oh,
tab.
cool. Okay.
All you have to do is, instead of putting and pasting a URL, once you create the subpage, you just have to match the title and it pulls it for you. Isn't that neat?
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And then that fixes it.
Okay. So what, and show us the portfolio. One of your sample
Right. So down
portfolios.
here, I was thinking of having an extra section in the academics of presentations. This
Perfect.
will be all, or I might call it tutorials or
Right.
something, but here's the basic Minecraft portfolio that they can make with just pictures. And so you can have all the different Google Sheets on, in the Google website, which is nice.
Right.
Or you can pop them out. So I finished the book in Quill as well, if I pop
Right.
that out. So,
Cool.
and it's how to add, extra text within the game, and then this is the PDF export.
Right.
So that just goes through how to do that.
Right. And so what I was thinking of is, if each time they finished one of those, if they wanted
Gotcha.
to present their output to us and we have criteria for them, they could earn the badge. And that just makes it one step easier for their professor to go, okay, you get a badge, you got 3 badges, you get to actually do the, do the assignment or something. And so I'll get with you right now.
Okay.
Our only way that I know of to do a skill badge, Veronica, do you know how to get into our design hub at arc.losrios.edu email?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I think there's access to that. It's the ARC design. Say that one again, and I can put it. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, I think it's, well, it's like Design Hub ARC at arc.losrios. It's something.
I'll give it to you right now.
Okay.
I'll send it to your account.
Okay.
So
Because
you can have it. Okay.
Because we have to have an email to do badges against, and that email has to be identified, and I'd love to have it as a Design Hub one. So far, all the ones I've done have been me, and I don't want it to be me. I want it to be the Design Hub. So Adrian, we'll work with Veronica to set up on badger.com or badger.io. I don't remember which it is now. So that we can start giving skill badges in this arena. And that'll just be one more thing that unloads the instructor or the teacher that's going to use this kind of system that we're putting together, so that it's just easier for them. Okay. And if you look at how the skill badges work, maybe they've got, they might even have badges in here already. If you look through here, they may be doing badges, but I have a feeling, and I can show you what my badges look like. we can do
and
that.
there's definitely ones within the game environment itself, but we want it to be more controlled.
Yeah, I want it to be something where they have to submit something that looks like, we give them a world and they take 10 pictures and we're going to do a review of it. And we could even get Nick to do an AI for us that will do the comparisons to see if it's okay. So,
wow.
So we're going to be really high tech and cool one of these days. It's really cool. So Wasan, it looks like you kind of already have that done. So you can be working with Tristan. Shadiha is, I think, working on these ones. Rokai is working on these ones. Here's our latest stuff. This is Wasan and Tristan. I just talked to you about that one, so we'll put that up into here. And Tristan, if it needs to be downloadable, that's okay.
As long as we don't use like very high resolution textures or very dense meshes, I think we should be good.
Okay.
For WebGL.
Okay, that would be my obvious choice if possible. And so Wasan, I'm pretty sure all of our textures are just sort of like a solid color, which is just fine for what we want to do. So that one is set. And then we talked about integrating Rokai's game or his thing. So that one's going to be Tristan and Rokai. And that one you pretty much already know. I think, they're just concrete buildings on dirt. So I think that one will go in without too much problem. So those are the things that we've got that are brand new coming up. Do you guys have any other ones you've heard of that you're sort of interested in trying to put together for our Unity side? This is our 3D Unity and our 3D Minecraft stuff. Okay. Jessica, do you have stuff to do?
I do. I'm working on the web page currently.
Okay.
And as I'm getting images for the web page, there are images that can also double for the next draft of the library viewer if we choose to update it.
Okay, so, that sounds.
And I'm sharing those with Katie.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you still. I'll just leave this one open for you. I won't put a new one on the 3D. I'll leave you over on the 2D because you're back over onto that cool stuff.
Yeah.
But what I would say is just keep an eye on these things that are popping up as completed, and just make sure that you like this one. Make sure that you have that link sort of available and in your mind. Keep your eye on this.
Absolutely.
Keep your eye on this section. And I'm telling you, and Tack flipping loved it. When he watched it, he just started cracking up when everybody exploded. That was his favorite part. That's my favorite part too.
Awesome.
But
it's awesome.
But I hate to say it, the part where the UPS driver drops the thing and it that has happened to me with not in exactly that way, but I was doing this big demo and it was so cool. We were supposed to show how our equipment could just be installed in like half an hour, and it came and the truckers had freaking demolished our part.
Yeah.
It was like,
I think,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, the same week that I started doing that one, I was a little bit what's the word, salty because we had a Amazon delivery and I kid you not, the person who delivered it, apparently they don't like dogs and we have 2 dogs in our yard who of course were barking because they're guard dogs and they just chucked the package over the fence and it broke what was inside.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, "Really?" You couldn't even set it next to the fence, you had to throw it?
Yeah. So
But yeah.
So that one, that was very cool. I totally
Randy?
enjoyed it. Yeah.
So with the 3D multi-viewer, what part is Jessica gonna take in this? She was wanting to add her own models, which I'm fine with, but she probably need training in how to do that.
Yeah. So
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
So sorry.
So our goal here is that she's putting together a package of viewers and some links to them all. If any of you, like Erica or Jessica, or any of you that are art major like people, want to have us build your own multi-viewer of your own stuff, just let us know and we'll either train you or we'll have Shadiha or Will or somebody start putting them together for us. Cool?
Cool. Sounds great. Thank you.
Yep. And
yeah, in that context, I definitely know a lot of ceramic artists that would enjoy stuff like this too.
Oh
It goes
yeah.
so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally. And so Tristan, is our scanner over at the Aerospace Museum or is it with you?
The 3D scanner is with me right now.
Okay. So that's another
in addition
cool thing.
to the laptop.
Right. Okay, good. Although that's getting a little bit old and out of date, we should be getting an iPhone 12 shortly that has LiDAR on it that will scan these objects probably better than that thing was able to scan. Although that
It would be less finicky at least.
yeah. So anyway, we got a lot. And so as you're listening to this, we are going to start recruiting in probably 2 or 3 weeks for the fall. We're just trying to get some appointments with Derek and Raquel. And Veronica, you know how that goes. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But we're really trying to get it set because with some of these things now that are available, if we can just start feeding the 3D viewer and feeding the survey thing and feeding the like what Wasan is doing with the walkthroughs, we have so much work just in crunching stuff. And now that some of you are seeing Vion, you can see that we could probably have somebody just run Vion. And now that we've got Brianna's thing working, I did one yesterday and it took me about 45 minutes, which is really cool, but I'd much rather have a professional intern do it in 45 minutes rather than me because there's just a lot of steps to getting one of those things ready. So as you think about these things and see these things, let people know to keep their eyes open and what a great place we are to work and how cool it will be. So always looking for that. Okay, any other questions or comments? Veronica, do you have any other items that we need to bring up?
So far, everyone here is doing great in the course. So thank you for that and being on time and doing your documentation correctly. And then I do need to meet with you, Randy. So do I need to schedule an appointment or I need like 15 minutes of your time?
Okay. I've got a meeting with Brenda in about 10 minutes. So
Mhm.
do you want to do like 2:30?
2:30? Yes,
Yeah.
that'll
Let
work.
me.
Okay.
So that'll be cool.
Okay.
There.
Thank you.
It's
But
like,
thank you, everybody. Great job with
yeah,
everything that you're doing. And I have to say that they work very fast,
yeah,
all of them.
yeah. And I'm telling you, you're making it fun. It's
Yes. Yes.
actually fun to see this stuff happen. So thanks for keeping it fun for us. That's really cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for the leadership.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Although, for those of you who are Dilbert fans, which I was until I found out what a jerk Scott Adams is, he had a book called "Don't Step in the Leadership," and and you can imagine what that one was all about. So we'll try to do leadership that you won't mind stepping in. There we go.
No, it's great.
Okay.
It's very,
That's cool.
uh,
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys later. I'm going to take a quick break, meet with Brenda and meet with Veronica, and then post stuff and have fun. Cool, you guys. Bye.